I spend a lot of time making old rusty tools shiny again. Keeping those shiny tools corrosion-free can be challenging. I like to display my projects and occasionally take photos of them for Instagram. I'm sure a heavy coat of oil would protect them, but wouldn't work for me for displaying and photographing. I gathered 8 products to test. I wanted to see which could protect against corrosion with a very light coating. I realized that I'm not using some of these products as intended according to the manufacturer's instructions. Okay, let's meet the contestants. What kind of maniac doesn't have a can of WD-40? I've been using the non-aerosol version for a while and I like it. I've done a bunch of testing with Ballistol already. I like that it is skin safe, but I'm not a fan of the smell. I wanted to try food-grade mineral oil because it is also skin safe. I have not had experience with it as a laxative. Chuck suggested I include our favorite polish in the test. It says it protects against salt water right on the label. I recently got this as a gift. I like that it is also skin safe. I've been using Johnson's paste wax for years. I was disappointed when I found out that it had been discontinued. CRC sent me this to try. I'm sure it works great when applied as directed. I wanted to see if a super thin coating would work for me. I wanted to give fluid film a try. It's lanolin based and non-toxic. EvapoRust sent me their rust block to try. It's also non-toxic and skin safe. I bought 10 fender washers from Home Depot. I soaked them in vinegar to burn off the zinc plating. I used a welding magnet to help me hold them while shining them up on my 1x30 machine. I used the medium and fine red label conditioning belts. Then Chuck and I polished them with his favorite stuff. My goal was to simulate the finish that I achieve on a typical old tool cleanup. I thoroughly cleaned the washers with brake cleaner before applying an even film of product with a section of blue shop towel. I wiped my gloved hands with brake cleaner between each application to avoid cross-contamination. I let the product soak for about 30 minutes before wiping each washer with a new clean piece of blue shop towel. I realize wiping the washers will reduce the product's effectiveness, but I want to be able to handle my finished projects without getting an oily film on my hands. I mixed 1 teaspoon of non-iodized salt with 1 cup of warm tap water. Spraying the washers with this saltwater solution represents a worst-case scenario of me handling a project with sweaty hands. Here's close-up photos of each washer just after spraying. I waited 24 hours. Here's a close-up of the plain steel washer. The saltwater spray definitely corroded the steel. Here's a close-up of each washer next to the plain steel washer for comparison. I was going to try to rate the products 1 through 9, but I think it's better to group them. The mineral oil and Waxidol definitely protected the steel the least. I was hoping the Waxidol would replace the discontinued Johnson's Paste Wax, but it looks like it will be limited to a finish for wood. I feel the next group of products offered some protection, but all of them would have done better if I had left more of a film on the steel. Shout out to good old WD-40 for holding its own against fancier products. There's a reason just about everyone has a can of it. Johnson's Paste Wax, Evaporust Rust Block, and Flitz all performed well. They were able to offer corrosion protection with a thin coating. I will definitely be using the Evaporust Rust Block on future projects. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I got a package the other day from Time Flies in the Shop. He sent me this fillet knife and some cool mini tools for Chuck. He also hooked me up with a brand new can of Johnson's Paste Wax. Check out the video of his visit to Medina Hardware, a cool old school hardware store.